So I'm going to do a few examples of exponents and division. So the first example I'm going to do is 6 squared divided by 6 cubed. And you can actually just write this as 6 squared times 6 to the negative 3. So what you can do is anything on the bottom of a fraction, or the denominator, you can actually multiply by the top as long as you change the signs of the exponents. So what we get then is 6 to the 2 minus 3, right? Because when you're multiplying, if you have the same base, all you do is add the exponents. So it'd be 2 plus negative 3, so it's 2 minus 3, which is equal to 6 to the negative 1, which then, because we don't like negative exponents, we would write as 1 over 6. And you don't write the 1. You just leave it as 1 over 6 because every number has an exponent of 1. So it's just, extra writing we don't need to do. Our second example is going to be a little bit more tricky. So we're going to have 5ks to the negative 4 divided by 4k to the negative 6 and s to the 4. So what we can do is we can just leave the 5/4 because that's not going to change. And we're going to multiply by ks to the negative 4 because that's really what this is 5/4 times the top divided by the bottom. So this stuff in here, these terms, we need to bring up to the top. So what we're going to do is multiply by k to the 6 to plus 6 because we need to change the sign, and by s to the negative 4 because when we're bringing it up from the bottom we need to change the sign. So then all we need to do is we leave the 5/4 and we look at the same terms. So we have k and k. So there's a little imaginary 1 up here. So we'd have k 1 plus 6 and s negative 4 because there's a negative 4 plus another negative 4, so minus 4, because if you're adding a negative it's just the same thing as minus. So then what we get is 5/4 k to the 7 s to the negative 8. So we don't really like negative exponents up top, so what we do as our final step would be to say that's equal to 5k to the 7 divided by 4s to the 8. And that would be our final example. So we just brought the s down to the bottom and then multiplied by our fraction again. And that's what we get.